Hey guys, Sneaky here. In this video, I am bringing a setup guide for bind. This video is going to be a more detailed and there will be more one ways in this map. I previously covered a split, so this is going to be my second video and I will try to cover all the maps slowly. So I will very much appreciate if you watch the video, and if you like it, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button so get notified whenever I'm uploading a new video, and follow me on Facebook. I'm dropping the link of my page in the below. I will very much appreciate if you watch my stream. I'm very new to it and I will appreciate all the support I can get. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, let's start from the CT side of from B side. The first setup I am going to show is for basically for the pistol round or eco round. We start with you come here, stand up here, set your camera here, walk up here, look at here. And if make sure to have your teammate watch for the long, but because if anyone pushes from long, they will catch you off guard here. So for double security, or just to be safe, you can set another trap here. So when the round starts, you wait for enemies to come, open your camera. Enemies won't be able to see this camera while entering this hookah because due to this curtain. So when you see enemies coming from hookah, and when you see they are at this point, at this carpet, you can activate your camera and then you can just pick, crouch and take down your enemies. And since you will be having 1 kg in your hand, you can place it here. After taking treads, you can activate here to retreat. But while retreat, make sure there's no one's holding this side of from enemy, then they will just get you. So that's the hookah setup. Is very much effective on eco and pistol rounds because enemies basically they don't
Cage triggered.
expect you here. Now for the buy round, the camera, I'm gonna show you the cameras first. Like you can walk up here, set your camera here. It basically covers the whole site. There's another position for this camera is here. Or you can set your camera here. Basically these cameras cover the whole site, so regardless wherever you are putting here or here, it doesn't really matter, but because it actually covers the whole site. But if you want to get any early info that if anyone's coming from long, you can walk up here, set your camera here. You can actually see enemies coming from long while this, but the problem of this camera setup is enemies will shoot it down from long. So yeah, that's basically for the early information. Same as the one I showed at hookah. You will be able to hear footsteps, or yeah, if anyone's coming from hookah. So these two cameras are basically for early information. There's another camera which is you have to walk up here. You send it here. So yeah, it's a very good camera position and enemies won't be able to notice it because you can basically see it from here. You can barely see it. So that's a very good position for a camera. You walk up here on top of the gen, you jump and you let it go. Now for the traps, regardless of wherever you are putting your camera, here, let's say you are putting your camera here. For the traps, I basically if you want to block this hookah, you guys are already familiar with this setup, this one or this one They're basically the same. Or you can set it here. You can set it here. You can set it here. So this is basically covering this side of the map, this side of the site, the hookah. Or you can set your trap here as well. So while you're playing with this setup, you can play here. You see enemies coming from pushing this area. You activate your cages, and when they hit the trap, you can take threats. The problem is, you can if you take 1 kills, that's the max you can get. Okay, and there this is a very tight area. Like after killing 1 enemy, the enemies will know that you are here and you won't be able to retreat. So what I do is I play from elbow, walk up here, look down, set your camera here, 1 cage here, and I play from this side. When you'll be seeing enemy coming from here, you just activate your cage. They will definitely hit the trap and you can kill them. And since you are here, you are holding this area, this angle, no one will be able to kill you from this here, and you will be able to retreat from elbow. So yeah, that's, I think in my opinion, this is a far better holding side comparing to this one, because if you're killing anyone from here, the rest of the team from enemy, they will know that you are inside the gen and they will come for you. So yeah, this is basically the all setups that I use for holding B site at bind. For A site, there are like few cameras, like general cameras. You can set your camera here, set your traps here or here. You can set your trap these are basically the most common traps and camera setup you can use while holding A. This camera basically covers up the whole entry from short and also a part of shower, so you can see enemies coming from both short and shower with this camera setup. So this is the basically this is the standard and the most common setup that are used for holding A site, but there are also some advanced ones. I will show you some one ways and some advanced traps and camera setup which will be quite new to enemies and they won't be expecting this. So let's say you are holding shower. So what you can do is there's an okay, I will tell you this takes me a lot of time to set up this one way, and you need to practice for setting it up. It all takes a lot of time for me to make it happen. I actually did it in one go. Wow. So what you do is you set your crosshair here, so let your cage go, and for this is set your trap here. So while you are holding shower, active your cage. You can't actually hold this angle from here because there is a gap, and if anyone's pushing from enemy, they will able to kill you. So when you're playing from with this one way, you have to play it from here. When you get any if you hear any sound and or someone takes your trap, you can active your cage and you can see the legs of your enemy, but they won't be able to see you at all. This is what enemy will be seeing. See, nothing. So you got the upper hand. So that's the shower one way. For this you have to set your trap here, and there's one way, that is you have to walk up here, hold your crosshair to this area, send your cage. for this setup, for this one way, you have to set your trap here, and you have to play it from this area. Whenever you are saying hearing your tripwire getting taken down, or if any of the enemies hit the trapwire, you can activate this, and this is a very good one way. They won't be able to see you at all. You can just active here and you can kill them. Nice and easy. There's another one way to walk up here, that you look at the bottom right of the AC to move your this one way. You set your cage here and you hold this angle. Whenever you are seeing enemy hitting the trap or taking it down, you can activate your cage, and you can, that's a very nice one way, and enemy won't be able to see you at all. This is what will be the enemy's POV.
Cage triggered.
See, they won't be able to see you at all, but they have to cross this trap. And
cage triggered.
so these are the 3 one-ways that I use at A site, and some advanced setups are, you come here, you set your trap, say you are playing lamps, so you come up here, you set your trap here, another one here, you set your camera here, you put your cages down, and you play from this side. Whenever you see anyone coming from here, you activate your cage. When they hit here, either this trap or this one, you activate your cage, and you can actually kill them. I use this trap a lot, and this is super effective. There's another one. So while you are playing double truck, the most basic plant is here, right?
Here.
People like to plant here with sage wall and wall. So you set your trap here, you set your trap here, so the entry and the plant from the enemies are completely blocked with your traps. You set your cage here, and make sure to set your camera either here, or you have to make sure someone's watching shower with this angle, because if you are like playing from this side and enemy coming from this, you will be just picking here, and there will be someone from enemy who will kill you from this side. So make sure that someone's watching here and someone's watching lamps, because it doesn't really matter if you're holding this side and any of the enemies, they just go inside the lamps and kill you from here. So when the enemies hit the trap, you can just activate this,
cage triggered,
and you can kill them.
Cage triggered.
You have another cage here for retreat. So this is a very good trap setup, and this is a very unique one. Enemies basically won't be expecting this one. So these are basically the traps and setups that I use while playing CT site at Bind. While you are playing at the T site, there's a one common trap that you have to always use. You can always use regardless whether you are going A site or you are going B site. That is this one, and make sure it is lined up to your head so enemies can crouch down or jump over it. This basically prevents anyone from crossing this line. Either they're coming from here, or they're coming from here, or they're going from there. This basically blocks the whole entry or exit from A to B. Okay, let's say you are going from long. You can use this camera when the barrier goes down, use this camera. You can actually see if anyone's rushing, if anyone's pushing from B long. You can send it further for another better angle here. If you will have the early information if anyone's holding up or if anyone's moving to the left side and camping here. And if you are going from B short and the hookah, you can use this camera. It will tell you if anyone's holding this here with shorty or shotgun at close. You can also set it here, but before setting this camera, make sure no one's holding this angle. You have to clear this angle first, then here, then you can set your camera here. It will show if anyone's camping here or here or here or here with shorty. And when you are done entering the site, set your camera here, and while your teammates go inside and plant, I usually prefer playing from back because I like to watch flank. So while watching flank, you can set your trap either here. This will block the anyone's coming out of the portal, or you can also set it here or here. This will block enemy coming from hookah flanking. So this is basically what I use if I'm going B, either from long or short. Going to A side, I personally prefer playing from the shower and a slow push, while the 4 of my enemy team, they are going A from the A short. You can use this camera here when the barrier goes down. This will show you if anyone's pushing from shower, and they won't be able to see this camera unless they walk up from here. So you can hold this angle and you can watch this camera. If you see anyone pushing, you can just instantly swing and get a kill. This also allows you to have the information from shower. And when you are done clearing shower, you set a trap here. This will hold the flank from enemy coming from the portal from B side. And when you are check these angles, see if this anyone's holding heaven. When you are done clearing, set your camera here, set another trap here, and hold this side. I'm telling you, I play like this. I like to play like this. I wait for enemies to come and hit in my trap. I can always see them from here. You can also set your camera here if the plant is happening here. So this will allow you to watch this camera, and the enemy team will only notice your camera unless they are at this side or from here. So yeah. And if you are helping your team and entering from A short, set your camera here. This will give you an early information from this side, double track, heaven, and also here. But there's a high possibility that the camera will be taken down. And when you are done securing the site, you can walk up here. I already showed you this setup, or this one way. This one way works both on C side and CT side. You set your trap here. You set your one way here. If you see anyone shooting your trap down or hit the trap, instantly active your camera, active your cage, and you will be able to kill them. But yeah, you can actually cage here and wait here. Enemy team won't be able to see you at all. Had no idea at all what's happening. So these are the basically camera setups and traps that I use at T side. So these are the setups and camera that I use while I'm playing as Cypher at T side and CT side at Bind. I hope you will enjoy the video, and if you do, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button and get notified whenever I'm uploading a new content. I'll very much appreciate it, guys, if you support me, because I'm really new at this, and I'm giving the link of my Facebook page in the description. I'll be very happy if you guys join my stream. I will be covering the rest of the maps in my future videos, and I hope you guys will enjoy them as well. So until then, stay home, stay safe and stay hydrated.